It's me, but there's more. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, it's Chase to see Hayes, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth.
Hey man, say man, this the boy. Dude, don't act like you don't know who I am. AKA your favorite rapper. Only sports track.
Holy shit, that is literally an over. What off-brand energy drink you got going on here? Just saying. Ooh, wow, I'm a whore right now. But what you? Oh, woo, woo, woo.
There's too much butter in the pan.
Overly woke people piss me off more than anything in the world. You play with my bitch.
They have no blacks.
What is wrong with this, bro?
Wow.
That was on my list. Because I sure was going to hit you with the grand rise in my system.
All you hear is Michael Mother in the background. Michael, hang on that damn phone.
I'm getting ripped tonight. Oh, I beat that. It says, man, fuck this shit. And walk off. Not only did he walk off, it was a dog. He kicked the shit out the dog. Why you kicked the dog, bro?
Somebody. Oh, call the doctor. Oh my god. What you bumping to? You feeling it?
I wouldn't. You know, the music inside my soul.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
We just got our shoulders up.
It's flawed. Sometimes, you know, the shoulders got. I'm just saying.
You said
What
you
you say?
glistening.
What you say? No, it's over there. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
Oh!
Oh, that was lame. I'm so lame. I'm so lame.
Oh god. I don't think I've ever seen that done in person, to be honest with you.
Oh, you never seen that?
No. Like, it's crazy. It's over there. I ain't seen that over there. I'm trying to prevent a Tata from popping out because get real crazy over here. The shirt is really short. Anyways, hey Duke, how you doing?
I'm chilling like Bob Dylan.
Who's Bob Dylan?
Is a dead country singer.
A dead country singer?
Mm-hmm.
So do people say that just because it rhymes?
I say it because it rhymes, but also too he ain't doing nothing. So
because he's dead. Okay, that makes sense. Hey guys, it's Walt with Chase and Zook or whatever. This girl Chase to see Hayes. Whatever you say, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth.
Hey man, say man, this your boy Duke, your favorite fat person.
Are you our favorite fat person?
I mean, I will hope so. I strive to be. Mm-hmm.
That's all you can do.
I try to be.
All you can do.
If I'm not, you a lie.
So you are, in regards to the fact you are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, my nigga. Are we drinking water out of glass today? Is it sparkling? It's sparkling?
No, it's not sparkling. It's not sparkling. I don't like sparkling water.
You don't like sparkling water?
Unless it's flavored. But if it ain't flavored,
It gives a little
but then
too
I
much.
feel like, no, nah, yeah.
Let me see. Hold it up. Put it. Show it to the people. Ooh, Serato. Wait, where's your finger covering a letter? Is your finger
Oh,
covering a letter? Oh, Saratoga.
it's okay. I got other water too. I got backup.
You can't make me choose no Walmart water.
I got backup.
Any which way, I'm not gonna hold you, dude. I don't know what's going on. I know we talked. I don't know what's happening, and that's okay.
It's cool. I kind of remember.
What you got?
So we was discussing earlier about these 20 versus one balloon popping thing.
Oh, brother, yeah.
And you brought up that it was a situation when the man popped his own balloon because he felt like
Mm-mm.
he wasn't
Yes.
on her level.
Switch it.
She felt like she wasn't on his level.
Yes.
Which, to be honest with you, I totally understand because I have done that myself. I
Hmm.
have said, you know what? I'm not gonna pursue said person because you know what? Maybe I might not be their favorite
Hey,
fat
girl.
person. And I didn't want that.
But you just said if you're not, then it's a lie.
I'm talking about y'all though.
Oh.
The people that know me.
Oh.
But if I would got to know her, I would have been. I would have been. But
I uh-huh.
I'm your favorite because not what's here, but what's here. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what's in your heart.
Mm. Your heart.
It's it's what's in your heart. If your heart ain't right,
Your soul ain't right. That's what they said.
that's
That's
what
what
they
it
say.
said. That's
Somebody
what it
said that.
said.
Somebody
Somebody
said it.
said it.
Somebody said it.
Somebody said that.
Somebody said it. I heard what they said it because they said it when they said it because I
And
was there.
when they said it, I heard it.
Hmm. That's for sure
Mhm.
right on.
That's I haven't had a for sure ride on in a while. That's a for
You know
sure
what?
ride on.
You right about that.
Okay.
Better bring
Hmm.
that back.
Please do. But yeah, I don't think so. I okay, just to give you guys a scope, the girl was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. Um, and I don't want to bring her skin color into this because I feel like people just make it already like a issue. But like she is a dark skinned woman, okay, beautiful dark skinned woman. Um, and she had a gorgeous like lime green dress on. I don't know what the man looked like. Okay, so that's the only thing. I don't know what he looked like as a comparison. I didn't want to. I'm hoping that he wasn't a light skinned man because I didn't want to get the rhetoric like, oh no, light skinned ass nigga gonna want like to be with no dark skinned female. Like that's ridiculous. Whatever. But regardless of like whatever shade he is, or in that caliber, when I've had this discussion with people, and I had it on live earlier. Shout out to Mo and Said and Jazz and Plush and Rome, everybody who came in. Um, it would be nice if you came in there from time to time. I know you be available to pop in my live, but you don't do it. But it's okay. It's all right.
Gotcha. I work on it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Either way, in reading the comments, it was a whole bunch of like, oh, this is so sad. She's so insecure in herself. This just shows that she doesn't have any confidence. She needs to gain confidence. She needs to be more assured of herself, things of that nature. And I personally do not feel like it has anything to do with self, like at all. Like, so if you feel like you're not adequate, I don't want to say adequate, but if you feel like you're not someone's type, do you feel like that makes you insecure or less confident within yourself?
Yes.
Way.
Yes. But
Mm-hmm.
but um I had a friend that made me realize something because something she was going through, it gave me a aha moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had a friend, she was dating this guy. And one day she came to me, well, she called me, and she was like, she was having a moment because she feeling insecure about something. And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, well, I finally did the dumb thing and I went and looked up some of his exes. I said, okay. And she was like, all his exes, they look the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. And she was like, none of them look like me. She said
Mm-hmm.
all of them like dark skin, slim, like athletic looking, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's a, lighter skinned, thicker woman, like thick,
Mm-hmm.
curvy woman. And she was like, nah, I feel insecure because I'm not his type. So I said, I was like, well, that doesn't mean anything. She was like, yeah, I feel insecure because I feel like I'm not his type because all his types have been dark skinned, slim, athletic looking women. I said, but you broke the cycle. I was like, if all his women look like this, right? And you uh look different, it means you was the exception. So I feel like maybe you won in this. I feel like you shouldn't feel some type of way, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because he had a whole line of women who looked just the same, but this time he decided to go left instead of going right.
So you're saying she broke the mold in his type because of her personality, her characteristics, like that outshine the what he's typically used to.
Right. But
Okay, I
she's
mean,
attractive. She's
yeah,
attractive now. It's not like she was ugly, but I mean, his history shows that,
he dates a
so
certain type of person.
yeah, see, but this time he was like, you know what? I got to get her,
Mm-hmm.
so so that's what he did. And I told her that. And then and I had to apply it to myself because I too have uh thought that about myself when it comes to women. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
yo, ex-boyfriend look like this, look like that, blah blah blah.
Hey, Sean.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I mean, I get it. I get both sides.
I mean, okay, for me, I was having this conversation with someone. What like I told, I was having a conversation with everybody earlier about this. For me, I don't see it as an insecure or less confident thing unless you make yourself insecure and less confident in a situation. Like I can look at somebody and kind of just get on the scope of what you possibly could like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I may not be on the T all the time, but sometimes some people wear their aesthetics on them, and therefore, like, you kind of know what they're into or what they possibly could not be into, right? So, like, if I'm looking at a dude who's like overly buff, ripped, I mean, every vein, ab, muscle showing his body, and his traps start from the back of his neck down to his
Mm,
shoulder, right? I'm gonna like, okay, you go to the gym a lot. You cut, you protein, you pre-shake, down shake, middle shake, you do all this other stuff to get as cut as you are, or you out here steroiding it up, regardless of the fact. I'm not your type. Well, you're not my type because you're like that, because you look like hard as a rock. But like, I'm not your type because you go to the gym a lot. I don't go to the gym a lot or at all. So therefore, majority of the time that you're spending, that you're not working or eating or sleeping, it seems like you're at the gym. That's going to be a bother to me because it's not something that I do. So because it's something that I don't do, you're going to expect me to join in with you at this gym because that's going to be our quality time, even though that's not quality time with me. Like, that's not how I would suspect quality time to be spent with each other,
right.
you know? And then there's some men that I can look at and just automatically tell, oh, you want an ant ill body. Like, you want a body that's built like an ant, and you want somebody with hair flowing down to their ass. Like, I
Mm,
can tell that's what you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people just wear what they possibly could be into. So I don't feel like she was insecure or less confident within herself for saying, I just feel like you wouldn't like me. Like I'm not your type. Now it could be because I don't know. She looked at him and thought, "Yeah, you look like you want a bitch that does this, that, and third. I ain't that bitch, so I'm playfully bowing out." But I hope that it wasn't her saying, "Oh, because of my skin tone, I just felt like you wouldn't like me." That is when it gets sad. But other than that, I just don't feel like it's wrong to prejudge what a person will like because you know what you can step to, what you can't step to, right? Now, the person that Cedric had said earlier, like, you should have confidence enough to step to anybody that you want to, because the worst thing that person can say is no. Truthfully so, right? But why would I take the chance? Why would I take the chance of going up to something that I have 0% of shooting shots at, where I could go to somebody who I think I have a good 30 to 40% success rate of shooting my shot at? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jazz. I'm not gonna sit here and, you know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't shoot my shot. Like,
We know the shots come to you. We know.
that's a lot to me.
No.
That's
I'm not
no.
saying it like that. Hi Reek. I'm not saying it like that, Dukes. I'm saying, like, you don't go out of your way to shoot your shot, but the shots make it known that you can shoot. Do you get what I'm saying?
So so if somebody's showing me that they're interested too, then I might give you a little nudge, like, excuse
Little
me,
poke, little Facebook
yeah,
poke.
little Facebook post. But other than that, listen, like you were saying earlier about that, they can only say no in that 30%. Listen, I'm scared of that 30% and that no. I'm scared of that. You hear me? Like, mm-mm. I don't build all this up to come to you and be
Reek,
like,
please.
hey, I want this, and you be like, I'm good. Access denied. It's kind of like, you're trying to go get a car and they tell you your credit score ain't good enough, cuz I know you want this truck, but we got this Hyundai Sonata
Mm-hmm.
over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Tangerine. I mean,
so
I get you in that retrospect. Like, I personally, if I had to look back over time, it all started in third grade when this mixed boy, okay, who got a unibrow. I thought he was the cutest little black everything. And honestly, this just showcased when I actually started liking thickum boys,
mhm.
because he was a chunker. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a chunker. I think I only had crushes on skinnier boys because there wasn't like thicker boys for me to crush on, if that makes sense. But through school, but I from third grade, like, I had a little, like, he was like, "Oh, he a little chunka. Like, I like that, you know?" And I think I had went out of my way to try to secretly tell him, or try to tell him, because I had just came into the school, so nobody knew me, that I liked him. And this motherfucker, in the middle of the day of schoolyard, he was like, "I don't like you, you will." And I said, "Oh, your mom, bro. Like, let's chill out, my nigga. Like, you could have said that in secret, you know?"
Mhm.
He grew up to not be shit anyway. But the point is that, like, it's like, oh, so that shut down any shot shooting Candace had. Now in
Oh,
kindergarten, I'll tell you one thing: kindergarten, Candace had play in kindergarten. Okay, had me a man, had me a boyfriend. Okay,
mm.
all right,
Bishop
and
motherfuckers?
that was my, yes, that was my everything. I pushed up on that boy. I said, I Resputed that nigga. I said, "You got a girlfriend? No, well, you do now." Okay,
Mm.
I for sure Respucia that boy, and I seen him years later. I think at some high school trip, and I walked by. I said, "Amika?" He's like, "Candace?" I said, "Hey, boy, that's crazy. I see you. Small world, it's bananas, you
Mm.
know." I said, "I'll never forget my first love. I'll never forget that
Yeah.
boy, you know."
I remember a
But
lot of first everything, so I get it.
yeah, but my thing is, like, from that time, listen, yes, a whale. But I'm saying, like, from 30 on, I never approached another dude. I never, whatever. I think I got into 8th grade, and once again, it was this boy. He was a chunker. And I was like, yo, could you ask this dude? Because I just transferred into this school too. It seems like whenever I get into a new school, I always get played in my face. I got into a new school and I was like, he seemed like he could like me. Like, I feel like he could. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, because I was out of Catholic school. So now I'm in public school. I'm wearing clothes to show off this body. Okay. 13 years old, fresh meat. So I told this girl who was my my desk mate, I said, hey yo, ask this nigga if he like anybody right now. And if he do, would he liking me? Okay. So she sent him the letter. They go back and forth, whatever. She gives me the letter as an exchange. I'm seeing everything that's written in time. It's like I'm watching an AIM conversation on paper. If you don't know nothing about passing notes, you're too young to be here. So anyway, he goes, I mean, she's cool. She's cute, but I don't know if I like her. Bitch, it's the second week of school. He don't know you like that. Relax. Any which way. So I was just like, okay. The next period, where she usually sits next to me, this hoe went and sat next to him. He got his arm around her on her chair. I said, oh! I will tell you right now, that was the first crash out I ever had in my life. I was in French class, like plotting how I was gonna kill niggas. Okay. After school, I went up to that girl. I said, excuse me. You know I like that nigga, and I told you I like that nigga, and you wrote to that nigga for me to tell that nigga that I like that nigga, and you go sit next to him in class? And she's like, what cares? I just didn't know. I said, no, that's fucking crazy, bro. That is crazy. I was crashing out. I got on the bus like, it's fucking crazy. I was lit. I was so mad. 2.5 months later, this nigga go walk by me, blow me a kiss. I said, oh my God, what are you doing? Ain't you with that bitch? What you talking about? Then the next year, he gonna slide me a thing while we in detention. Talk about something. Do you like me still? I said, yeah, I guess. What about you? He's like, yeah, I like you. Want to try again? I said, sure. Next day at my locker. Okay. All right. Giving me stolen necklaces out of Claire's and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, boss bitches always stand up. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, the point is, from then on, I said, fuck niggas. And I just never approached nobody. I don't approach nobody. I can't do it. I'm so scared. Even if and me and Duke have talked about this. Like, even if I talk to you, like we talking, like we on the phone talking cash money shit. If we meet up, I'm like me, edge of the bed. Hey, I'm comfortable. My coat. I'm cold. I'm gonna keep my coat on. Until a dude make a first move, I can't. I get so scared. I don't know.
So, story time, right? So this is my first heartbreak, and I'm not talking about like middle school heartbreak. I'm talking about like my heart broke to the point where like I feel like my heart skipped a beat. I feel like my blood pressure went up.
That's a scary feeling. Honestly, I felt that before.
So in high school, I'm gonna say her name. I'm
say
say
it.
Her name.
Say the heifer's name. Say it.
I'm gonna say her.
Say it.
Too much on the heifers.
Oh.
I appreciate you being my ride or die.
She broke your heart. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? You want me to stand up for the applause? You want me to be happy for?
No. So this is the story about a girl named Jazz. Right? So Jazz.
Dang, Jazz, what you do to this nigga? What you do, Jazz?
Not that Jazz, because I've been on Crashed Out.
Oh, Jazz, you want to crash?
Yeah, because you trying to be my friend for real now. I've been pissed off. Nah, so me and Jazz, we were super cool. I've always been the guy best friend. Like I've always never really had it in with the ladies, but I was always close to the girls where like I was the guy best friend. Like I was that guy, right? So I had this friend named Jazz. Jazz to me was the most gorgeous thing ever. Like you couldn't tell me Jazz wasn't. Jazz was so fine. She was fine and pretty at the same time. Nice light skin, supple. She was nice and supple.
Supple.
And,
supple.
And but me and her was real tight. We was close to the point where like we had American history class together. Jazz would not walk into the room until I got there.
Mm.
Like, that's how close. This is high school, like 10th grade. That's how close we was,
Oh,
right?
10th grade is the year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we sitting there, and I was talking to my homeboy. I was like, "Listen, I think Jazz like me. We're way too close. Like she do my work for me. You know what I'm saying? She wait for me at the door. Stuff like that. I had long hair. She used to braid my hair in class. Then Mario braid my hair. She used to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit, right? So so one day I said to myself, I told my boy, I said, "Hey man, I'm gonna talk with Jazz today. I'm gonna get with Jazz today." He was like, "Yeah, do it." So I said, "We in class at Jazz. I need to ask you something." She's like, "No, wait. Let me ask you something first." Go ahead. She said, what if you like somebody that's not really your type, but you like them? And at first, you might have been a little taken back because you were scared what people might say, but you don't care because you like them. And I was like, well, just tell me you like them. But how do I do that? I said, just, I don't know, write them a letter. She was like, I want to write a letter. I said, okay, cool. I went to bed the next day. I went to bed at night. It's that Jazz is going to write me a letter. Get to class the next day.
Not the dear Stan. Go ahead.
Get to class the next day. Jazz hit me with one of those.
Mm-hmm.
He hands me a letter. I said, what's this? Read it. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I want you to read it, but
Oh
I'm so nervous.
God,
And I said,
you got me
okay.
shaking.
I said, okay. So I'm reading the letter, saying all kind of hoopla. I like you, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Woo, woo, woo. I get the letter. This is exactly how I did. I read the letter. I said, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Gave her the letter back. She's like, you like it? I said, yeah. She's like, you think Jamal like it?
Jamal. Who Jamal? That's your friend?
I
Is Jamal
said,
your friend?
I said Jamal. I said Jamal from the football team, Jamal.
That was a long walk. Uh-huh.
She was like, yeah. I'm like, when you mad, you get a little bit disrespectful. I'm like, God, Jamal. She was like, yeah. I said, when you and Jamal start talking? And she said, oh, we been friends. I'm like, they said that nigga pee in the bed. I'm mad. I'm like, like, I'm mad. She was like, yeah, that's Jamal. I was like, they're cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Comma. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You forgot to capitalize something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you I wanted to cry in that classroom,
My poor baby.
I
Mm.
wanted to,
Mm.
I wanted to cry in that classroom. And I said, never again. Never again. You're gonna have to look me in my eyeballs and say, hey, I like you. Never again when Duke will assume that a woman likes him and attempt to shoot his shot. Never. Things
Because
that
here's the thing, right? When it comes to heifer, when it comes to telling someone that you like them, right? I always find it so weird that it's super hard for us to connect like intimately like that, but we're so quick to open up these legs. Like it's nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? And I think that's in facet in just anything. It's like even a relationship, like you could be in a relationship with a person. Like this is your boyfriend, this is your girlfriend.
mhm,
And for whatever reason, you find it so hard to like say something intimate or say something that's emotional, but you have no problem getting down with the get down. It's like you're okay being naked one way, but not the other. Right? Yeah, and her name had to be Jazz. Right. So it's just like it's crazy to me to think that way because I remember a time. Well, I already told y'all how I tell people if I like them. Okay, now he left me. I already
I'm
tell
here.
y'all how I failed at these guys that I told that I liked and all this other stuff. Well, apparently the one that I did like in 8th grade, he's been around since then. So that's a long time that man's been around. But that man has been around. We still very much kiki and lock in and laugh with each other. Um, I will say that I have experienced a many of heartache when it comes to liking guys and thinking that they might like me just based off of like how they interact with me, and then kind of find out no, it's just them being cool. That's why I don't say nothing no more, right? But what I do, and maybe I shouldn't give the secret away, but it is what it was, is if I like you, like I have a crush or something, I do there's a way I slide in there. You know what I'm saying? It's real stealthy. You know what I'm saying? It's I just I aggravate the fuck out you. You know what I'm saying? It's something you don't see coming, right? It's like when they say boys will be boys and they like pull the girls' pigtails, that means they like them and all this other stuff. I'm just gender role swapping the bitch. You feel what I'm saying? So like I'll be cool with you, I'll talk to you regular, whatever may have you, but I might try to extend the combo a little bit, whatever. I might say some slick shit underneath my breath here and there because what I found is when you aggravate a nigga's soul, at one point in time, he's gonna want to either put you in your place or tell you about yourself. It is kind of the same thing at the same time. And 7.6 times out of 10, it works. Okay, it does have its fair advantage. Okay, I remember one time I was going back and forth with a dude, and I was just like, I was egging and egging and egging and egging and egging and egging. There's like, what's your phone number? And I'm like, oh, cha-ching! Man, here it is. What you finna do? I pick up the
Oh
phone.
man, yeah.
I'm like, hello? Kid, stop playing with me. Blah, 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 blah. What are you talking about? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, so what are you doing? Boom! Boys change upon the niggas.
Oh, we got action.
We got action. Voice change. And then it's just like, nothing. Why? Nothing. I was just asking. Now you lean into it. Okay? The siren is calling. Come on home. Come on home. I'm getting you. It's you're coming in. Next thing you know, it's the why are you talking like that? I got you, dick, nigga. I got it. Once you make a notation of my voice, I got you. I got you. That's it. It's rap. That's over.
It sounds so.
What?
It sounds so like medieval. Like it's the plot. The plot.
Yeah.
The
Thank
plot.
you, Dream. Okay. All right. It works. I don't know what to tell you. It works. And no one will ever know if it's them or not. Because I crash out too many times on people all the time. And I joke too many times. Like you will never know if it's real. Until that moment happens. That's when you mm-hmm. And at that point, we don't even need to go further in conversations like that no more. I just know forever and always, I got you.
Mm.
I got you.
I'm the
And
type
that's
of person.
it.
I can be attracted to you, but I don't develop a crush for nobody until we have conversation. Once we start having conversation and conversing, that's when my that's when I start having like a little slight crush on people. But like as far as all like looks, I might think you fine as shit, but uh I'm more of a brain person first. So once I get to know you and I start to like the conversation, then I could develop a healthy crush on somebody. Depends. It depends. Yeah, it depends. So, because sometimes talking to people for a long period of time can change your thought process about them. Not really negative, but
Mm-hmm.
just not. It doesn't go where you want it to go. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't go where you want it to go. Like it was one girl I really liked her, and I did have a good crush on her. But she told me something about her hygiene that I thought was weird and I didn't like. So I was like, kind of like declined a little bit. It was not. I don't know. I'm not a woman. It was like a woman thing. She does something differently that time in the month, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hmm. So I talked to other women. I'm like, hey, is this a thing? And they were
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah. I'm like, so I'm like, now I'm like two, and I'm like, so now I'm like, hmm, but I don't know. It's hard out here in these streets.
It is. I will say that there was one time where I was already bumping uglies with this man, so this was unfortunate for me. But I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all start chatting with somebody, talking to somebody, before y'all link up, act like you want to do something sexy with them, and be like, I wanna watch you shower. So I wanna watch you clean your body, just for my own appeal, you know. Because I'll tell you something, I was bumping uglies with some man, and we was in a hotel, and I just the door was open. He was just taking a shower and some shit, and I'm just peeping him, and I said, "Why he keep going by his ass? Like he was washing the cheeks, but he never got in said cheeks. Like he just kept swiping by. It was just swipe, 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 swipe." And I'm like, why he ain't in his ass? And I realized I don't think this nigga go in his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he washes
He knew you
in.
was watching him.
I was watching this man,
Like he knew,
and
like
I
he seen you looking at
he
him.
knew I was watching him,
That's
and he
probably why.
ain't swish in his ass.
That's
But here's the thing: it wasn't like I was like, like I think the door was open, not just like you're just walking by getting stuff and you're doing whatever. But I just kept peeping every time. I was like, because he kept doing it over and over again. It wasn't like he was like, here with it, and then he did it one time and I didn't peep it anymore. He kept swish, like it just kept being a repeat motion. Swish. I noticed that about niggas. I don't know. Niggas watch the same thing over and over again 45 times in a row. It's like the same motion. It's like, and then the back, and then come back up here and go this way backwards. It's like over and over again. My titty almost came out. Over and over again, switch back and forth, whatever. And I'm just like, no, he just keeps just it's a
so
swipe past
so
his ass.
it's been times where I've taken shower with women, right? And I waited till they got out to do that. Now, I didn't do it in front of them, but I waited till they got out the shower to to do that.
But I wasn't in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't even like concentratingly watching him. I just, you know. So it's now one of my exes. I watched that nigga and I've been in the shower with that nigga. That nigga in everything. This nigga turn the water off, and so he can really get up in every crook and cranny, get it sudsy and other thing like that, so he can do a good rinse, or whatever. I said, okay, you're super clean. I never got to worry about you. You know what I'm saying? I've watched a nigga like 45 times in the shower, take a shower for like an hour and a half, just
That's
every
too
nook
much.
and cranny. I mean, yes, that's too much, but every nook and cranny. I'm like, good. I can't
I,
be with a
I
nigga if
watch
I don't
everything
know how.
four times. Watch everything four times. I'm gonna watch everything, rinse off, watch everything again, rinse off. I do it four times. I'm out of there. 45 minutes in the shower.
Now, Dream, we already know where you like to go when you wash your ass. Okay. Prostate check. Okay. But anyway, I know you don't know the song. You wasn't there. This is what happens. You don't
I've
come into the
I've
live.
I've, I've heard the song.
Oh, you heard the song?
Yeah,
The prostate song?
I heard the
You
process.
like your prostate getting checked. You like your prostate getting checked. Woo! That's one of my favorite bangers. Straight off the dome, too, mind you. Straight off the dome. But yeah, watch it. Y'all see his fancy bottle? Anyway, but yeah, watch somebody wash their ass. But getting back to the original point and plot here of this damn storyline.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it was. I think that you should have awareness of yourself and others when it comes to dating. And I don't think it's anything wrong with you recognizing that a person may not be for you. And it's okay to just assume that too. I mean, yeah, can that mess you up sometimes because you didn't go out of the way to talk to this person because you assume they might not be into you, and now you missed the chance to like talk to them and say something to them? I feel it's the same way. They didn't come to you and say something to you, because if they did like you and they were into you, then they should have came to you and approached you on some, hey yo, I'm trying to talk to you. But they didn't do it either. So it's like one of those, like, I can, because I'm a woman, I just, in some ways, I still hold old school values. So I'm like, you should be approaching me. So if I'm looking at you and you looking at, hey, hey, yeah, hey,
It was something.
hey, hey,
All right. Now.
all right now, hey,
All right. Now.
but like, if I see you, you see me, and we both see each other, like, say something. Because at the end of the day, all I'm gonna do is, okay, I'm gonna give you a smile because I don't want to make the situation awkward. There's never gonna be a time where I'm gonna look at somebody dirty, like, oh, the fuck you looking at me for? Nasty, gross, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, approach, say something, because like, I know that you're saying, Duke, you don't want the no, you don't want the 35. I get it. But sometimes I've tried. I've been like, hey, that's you so crazy, but hey, I tell you, I tried, and when I'm not feeling I'm just going about my business. I mean, obviously nobody wants to hear no, but at the same time, you need to be aware of like who you think may like you or who may not like you, and yada yada yada.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I agree 1,000%. Right, but I feel like as men, we miss the feeling or the opportunity of feeling wanted, like off rip, right? Like it's so the last person that shoot they shot at, like they actually shot they shot, was in the inbox, and they said to me, they said, "Did I miss?" And like, did you miss what? Did I miss when I shot my shot? If not, they say if I miss, I'm gonna shoot again. And I was like, "Ooh, wow." I mean, the line wasn't, I get the line, a 5 out of 10, but you wasn't somebody that was laughing in my comments or, you know, said something to me to start a conversation. It was straight to the point, like, "Hey, I'm shooting my shot," whatever, whatever, and that made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? I've had women who told me they was interested in me, but that's kind of after already like a conversation. Like it wasn't like, "Excuse me, Duke, I'm trying to get to know you, B." It wasn't that. It was we've been talking for a little minute,
Yeah.
and I always found you attractive. I've always thought you was cute, or
Mhm.
this, that, and the third. It's never been like straight to the point. Like
Well,
we already had some type of relationship already.
I recently had that. Me and this person have been cool for a minute online,
Hmm.
and I don't even know where it came from. just kind of like just checking in on each other, like, oh, you good? I'm good. All right, cool. Da, da, da. And I don't know where it came from. Like, and me and this person have known each other online for like 2.5, 3 solid years at this point. So it's like it could have been said, but they were like, oh, well, you know, I got a little crush on you. I was like, from where? Where how would I know that? Like, from what field did you throw that shit from? Like, what are you talking about? And I mean, notably said, it was just like, well, I didn't want to be one of them niggas that's online and be like, oh yeah, well, I see you online and getting a crush on you. And I'm like, no, like I get that, I understand that, but at the same time, it's like, it would have made me seem like I was being standoffish to the point that you felt like you couldn't tell me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had, how do I say this? I've had people who had not became their true selves yet try to tell me that they fuck with me, they like me. And I'm like, oh, I'm good. Thank you, though. Appreciate you. Like, I'm not being disrespectful, no matter what your original orientation is or whoever or whatever else. But it was like every video, every comment, every DM, like, nah, I'm trying to make you mine, girl. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, hey, yo, I'm good. Thank you. And then it got to one point where I was just like, yeah, I don't like the same. And they're like, I'm not the same. I'm yada, yada, yada. And I'm like,
I mean, once upon a time, not long ago, my nigga.
so I'm just saying, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't engage. You know what I'm saying? We don't work with the same operational stick. So this, I'm saying is just, but I'm still respectful because at the end of the day, you're still taking your chance out to like say something to me that I know probably built up a lot of courage to just say it. You know, like I get it. Like I know there's one person I was like trying to feel like there's only with my adult life, there's only one person that I actively was like, instead of doing my little skeevy way of like getting underneath the skin to get into it, I was actively trying to like shoot shots, like, but not directly. I wanted it to be just me just talking, conversations. Hey, checking it. How you doing? This is crazy. I'm on the phone with you. Talking here and there, whatever. Until it led into a FaceTime call of just ha ha ha, and like one smile meant something different. And then, okay, cool. Now we on the same page type shit. But it took a little bit to get there. It wasn't like, no, I like you and I want you. It wasn't on no immediate shit. So I feel like if you're gonna do it, like you can do it in a friendly way. But then you have some people who get upset when you come across as friendly when you really had other intentions of talking to them. And I'm just like, I mean, how else am I supposed to come across? Like, it's either I come to you and I'm just like, hey, yo, I think you're really attractive and I would like to get to know you and yada, yada, yada. And then you're like, yeah, nah. Or I always let you know that I think you're attractive. So I'm letting you know right now that it's like not on no friendly attractiveness. I'm letting you know that I do find you attractive and I keep friendly conversation with you. And then later on, I kind of like go, hey, it's so crazy, but I kind of fucking like you or whatever. And then you're like, oh, I thought we was friends. I thought you came here with friendship. I didn't know you had preconceived notions. And it's like, bitch, you thought I was up to 12 o'clock in the morning talking to you because we friends? The fuck? I'm trying to fuck.
Man, nigga got started looking at his watch now. On the phone.
What'd you say? Do anything after 11:30? That's a booty call. Okay.
Hey, I gotta be on the phone. I'm like, it's 10:45. Oh, she think I'm cool. It's 11:54. You want me to poke that? 12:02. You trying to fuck something?
You trying to fuck?
You want to
fuck? Little nasty.
Listen, The next person I talk to after 12 o'clock.
But you ever remember that dude? He lost a lot of weight, so you might like it was like a big dude. He was bald, and his friend,
Yeah, I know
right?
you're talking about.
Like, yeah, she came over, she's chilling, whatever, and he's like, "Oh, well, it is about 10:30, so I think you gotta go." And she's like, "Why I gotta go?" He's like, "Because you reached your friend time." And she's like, "Friend time? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, anything before 10:30 p.m. as a female in my house, you my friend. We cool. After 10:30, you trying to get this dick." And she's like, "What? I'm your friend." And he's like, "No, you are my friend. That's why I'm telling you to get the fuck out my house before it hits you finna get dick time." And she's like, "This is crazy. So you telling me I can't be in your house past a certain time because that automatically means I want some dick?" He's like, "Yes, you're my friend before 10:30. Ain't tonic friends just hanging out at 10:30 at night, giggling and watching TV and playing games. Because guess what that ends to? You getting dick. So I set a time and a boundary for myself. If you don't just want to be friends, leave before 10:30. If you want to be more than friends, stay here after 10:30. Your choice." Okay.
And she tried. I remember that she tried to come early the next morning. He was like, "Hold on, you still got 2 minutes."
You still got 2 minutes, right?
You still got,
Exactly.
yeah, you still got 2 minutes.
Exactly. I think it was Big J. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he
yeah.
said now before 10:30, you walk out here on your own. After 10:30, you walk out, you get rolled out in a wheelchair in the morning. It's your
Mhm.
it's your choice. It's your
Mhm.
choice. We gotta talk about that wheelchair thingy also. Because I don't feel like y'all niggas be putting in work to make bitches' legs shake. I think we lose blood in our legs for being up in the air for so long, and then when we put them back down, the blood is trying to travel back down to the foot.
Well, explain the shaking.
Huh?
Explain the shaking. Because I've seen women have fucking baby legs. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen the baby deal get born? I've seen.
I've seen the
I'm
baby
telling you,
deal.
I'm not trying to toot my own
I'm
horn.
talking about
But what I'm saying is, what I've witnessed is a motherfucking looking like Michael Jackson on the wheels trying to walk to the bathroom. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
what I'm saying is I feel like if you have somebody in the missionary position and they're laying on their back and they have their legs up the entire time while you power driving them, especially if their thigh, the back of their thighs is in your chest, and you just like you doing whatever you're doing, okay? You have your legs up for that extensive amount of time, blood is going where? It's rushing down. So you start feeling, that's why our legs start feeling weak. You got to hold on to our thighs and everything because they're losing blood, right? So then we get from that position to now we are being flipped, hitting from the back, and now we got to use our core, our thighs, our knees to dig into the mattress, and all those things, and our arms to hold on so we don't go fling into the headboard. You feel what I'm saying? We're using all of that, and then you got our legs to the side here, legs to the side there, press a whistle, all that other shit. So then, as soon as we go to stand up, our legs don't got nothing in them because they've been like just extended. They said that's it, blood gone. So it's gotta take a little minute to get the blood down. That's the reason why they wibbly wobbling and shaking and bobbing.
Oh, brother. Oh,
Let me
give me
ask
a
you
break.
this. Let me ask you this. What are you doing to our legs to make them shake like that though? I'm seriously just think about it. During
Mhm.
sex, where do the legs be going, and what do you do to said legs for them to feel so weak in the knees and shaking? Just really think about that.
So an orgasm
Now, if
has
you
nothing to do
said,
with it.
of course, I'm not talking about an orgasm. That's totally different than what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, if you had her stomach clenching, that makes sense. You're pounding into the bitch's vagina, pounding into her chest. Her body's been doing a fucking crunch for the past 15 to 20 minutes. I get that. If her pussy's like saying bye bye, okay, saying over here doing kegels and shit, that makes sense. You've been pounding the bitch constantly, okay? I get that, all right? But what have you been doing to her legs necessarily to make them baby deer legs?
I don't think it has nothing to do with anything.
Okay. So why do you exemplify great sex with baby deer legs when it's really the fact that her legs have just been wibble wobble wibble all over the place?
Because you're the only person I ever heard say that.
Just because I'm the only person doesn't mean I'm not right.
I didn't say that, but what I'm saying is every time a woman ever told me the reason why her legs are shaking or she can't walk is because she has orgasms, not because she didn't have no blood in her legs because her leg was at a 45-degree
She
angle.
just didn't know no better. It's okay.
Listen, let me have my moment, my nigga. Why would you even not got to call people and be like, hey man, remember you told me that time that you couldn't walk? This is what I don't like. This is why you don't have opposites. For shit like this.
No, it's because
I
I
gotta go
thought
get
about
phone.
that.
Where my phone at? Where
I
my phone
thought
at?
about that. Like I was having sex or whatever like that, and my legs was up for a minute. And then when they went from up, I was riding. And then right from riding, I went from that, whatever. And then when I went to go stand up to pee afterwards and let that nut out, my leg said bloop. He was like, fuck the shit out you. Fuck that, yeah, fuck got I fucked some paralysis in that ass. Or some shit, right? All right, cool. And then I thought about it when I was peeing. I said, that don't make no sense. I was just riding like a bitch. And you had my legs in the air. They were already falling to the wayside. Huh. I think I just didn't have no energy and blood left in my legs. So, yeah.
Maybe it's just you.
You know
Cause
what?
Duke be digging it.
I have no doubt in my mind that you don't be digging it. I'm not saying that you don't be digging it. What I'm saying is that there could be also other alternative things happening, but you know what? It could just be me. It could just be me. There's other things
Mhm.
that are just me. So you know what? You are right. You are probably making them bitches feel like they came out of a deer's ass, fresh and new. Duke, please.
If you
Oh,
come out,
oh, yes. Oh.
if you come out there as fresh and new, something's wrong.
I'm
Something's
just
wrong.
saying.
The anatomy is all messed up. The anatomy is all messed up.
I did. I did. But yeah. So let me not question your bed skills. My bad. I sorry.
I could call some witnesses, call some people. There's somebody in the comment right now. I can tell you.
You said what?
Somebody in the comments right now. They can tell you. I'm joking. Ain't nobody in the comments. I'm joking. I was gonna say I was gonna mess around, but then I'm like, they might not find that funny. So,
What?
no, I was gonna say somebody named this in the comments, but like, nah, they might not find that funny.
Well, that is all for today's episode of The Vault with Chase and Duke. It's your girl Chase here. Um, whether you say it Chase or C Hayes, no matter how you say it, a lot of flavors stays in your mouth. You can follow me on Instagram at Kenny Taste Sweet. And you can follow me on TikTok at c.hayes.inc. Every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Black Girls React. Okay. And then here every Thursday with your favorite fat man, 9 p.m. on Thursdays. You don't miss a show unless we have to. So May 22nd, I will not be here. I will not be here May 22nd. So keep that on your calendar.
Hey man, say man, it's your boy Duke, your favorite fat person. Hey, you can catch me on the TikTok at what's my name? Menduke. Got my name for a second. Catch me on Twitter at Dick for show. Duke for show. Catch me on Twitter, Duke for show. You can also catch me on the Popcorn You Feed podcast every Tuesday and Saturday or Sunday. Where I'm 150 the podcast. If you carry the one at 5, don't worry about it. The math is right. And of course, you can catch me here every Thursday at 9 p.m. with my lovely co-host. Don't call her beautiful because she's gorgeous.
Yeah. All right, guys. Ending at 10 o'clock on the Dizzy. All right. We love being in and out on time. Because if you pull out late, you might be
It's
stuck
too
for another
late.
18 years. That's it.
Pull out late. You too late. You too late.
Good
So,
thing
like
some of our
always,
oh,
what was it? Oh, but like I was saying, just had a weird message. Like I was saying, hey, love yourself, but most importantly, love others.